Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm super excited because we have another new product review, and this new product review is going to be on the TATCHA, the Silk Powder, the new setting spray that just recently came out, but we're doing it with a little twist. So instead of just doing the same old product review, I thought it would be more fun to test out this new product on one side of my face and compare it on the other side of my face with a very, very popular, well-known, loved setting powder, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush setting powder. So that is what today's video is going to be about. I'm so excited to test it out, do some comparisons, all that fun stuff. So before we get into it, make sure to give this a huge, huge thumbs up for me and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you love these kinds of videos or just anything that has to do with makeup, you definitely are going to want to subscribe. But if you want to see my review / comparison, then stay tuned for the rest of the video. Alrighty, I want to get right into it because all I've applied on my face is some foundation and concealer as far as face makeup goes, and then I just did some brows, eyes, and lips. So I'm kind of looking a little washed out, and just looking at myself in the viewfinder is throwing me off. So I want to get started. First, before I actually start applying the product, I have some details to read. So I have it pulled up on Sephora, and I just want to go over the details that it has on there. So as far as price goes, this goes for $48, which is pretty similar in price to the Charlotte Tilbury, which I believe was $45. So it's like right there in comparison to price. It definitely is up there in price, but that is kind of the range of pricing as far as TATCHA goes. I would say that's kind of a luxury skincare / starting to be makeup brand. As far as actual details, it says a protective talc-free setting powder that blurs pores, shields from pollution and blue light, and provides a translucent, soft, radiant finish. It says it's good for normal, dry, combo, and oily skin. It says it's good for fine lines and wrinkles, pores, and dryness. It's cruelty-free, love that. And it has silk extract, silk powder, and anti-pollution and blue light ingredients. So all of that actually sounds really, really amazing. Like, just from hearing the description, you're already like, wow, I really, really need to try that. This is the package that it comes in before I actually open it. So a typical TATCHA packaging. And then when I open this up, we get this beautiful purple package. I love this so much. I love any kind of TATCHA packaging because it's so just like simple, but it's so unique at the same time. Like, if you see this, you know it's TATCHA. So I love that. But just to compare sizes, just looking at it like this, the Charlotte Tilbury looks bigger, but I would say like height-wise, they're pretty much the same. And then the TATCHA one has 20 grams or 0.7 ounces. And then the Charlotte Tilbury has 13 grams or 0.45 ounces. So even though this looks bigger, the TATCHA one actually has more product in it, and it's a few dollars cheaper. So just be aware of that. And then as far as lasting power, the TATCHA one says it lasts 6 months and the Charlotte Tilbury lasts 18 months. So I guess that's just one little downside to this. I wish it would last longer. Let's just open this up. I want to see what the actual powder looks like. Oh, I already love this. Look at this. That's really, really cute and really creative. I just have to figure out how it's gonna work. Okay, so I think I take this little white thing right here off. Yep. I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm a little confused, I'll be honest. So when I shake it, the powder comes out the sides, but that seems a little bit messy. Like, I feel like there's supposed to be some kind of method to this, and I'm just not getting it. So I'm gonna make this easy on myself and a lot less painful for you guys to watch. So I'm literally just going to tap, tap, tap into the lid. That method never fails. And then I'll do the same thing for the Charlotte Tilbury. This one is a mess. I apologize. I use this so much, so it's very messy. But here we have Charlotte Tilbury, and then here we have TATCHA. So as far as color goes, they honestly look pretty much the same to me. I almost want to say that the Charlotte Tilbury has a little bit more of a yellowish undertone, but I want to touch each of them and just see how they feel comparing to one another. So here's the TATCHA. It feels very, very lightweight. Like, I dipped my finger in it and it literally felt like my finger was in nothing, which I really, really love. And then the Charlotte Tilbury, it's pretty similar to that, but it's a little bit of a thicker consistency, I guess you could say. So I could feel it there a little bit more than with the TATCHA. The TATCHA was just a tiny bit more lightweight. And then here's like a little color comparison. So this is the TATCHA and then this is the Charlotte Tilbury. But I want to start applying. So basically, like I said, I applied my foundation and my concealer. And for primer, I just used a Radiance primer. So nothing that filled in my pores at all, because I wanted to see what both of these do for my pores compared to one another. So I'm just using my brush that I regularly use to brush on my setting powder, and I'm just gonna do each side. I'll do TATCHA on this side, Charlotte Tilbury on this side, and then once they're both applied, we will compare. So let's start with the TATCHA side. I'll move on and then we'll get into the comments. All right guys, I'm back. I just took a tiny little pause just to brush on some bronzer and blush because I finished with my setting powder and I just needed something to bring me back to life just a little bit because I was looking washed out. So anyways, I want to start off by saying that I actually love both of these. I think they're both really, really beautiful on the skin, really unique. I did notice, so I was sniffing them off camera and I actually like the smell of the TATCHA one better just because it has less of a smell to it. Like, it's kind of a barely there thing. Like, it really has like no smell to it, to be totally honest. And then this one, it has a smell and I can't even describe to you what the smell is, but it's not good. Like, it smells like laundry, if that makes sense, like old laundry. And I hate saying that because I love Charlotte Tilbury, but the smell of that is just a little brutal. But as far as smell goes, TATCHA is the winner. So I'm going to get up close for you guys before I say any comments, and I'm gonna let you get a good look at my face so you guys can decide what you think, and then I'll get into my comments. So remember, this side is TATCHA and then this side is Charlotte Tilbury. So let me just let it focus. All right, so what are you guys thinking? Comment down below. Let me know your first thoughts just from looking at each side on its own and seeing both together. And just what you think looks better, what kind of covered my pores more, what just looked smoother, because I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. I definitely have an opinion. So like I said, both of them I really, really like. Both of them did a really good job of covering things up, just making my skin feel and look really smooth. But the one that I feel like made my skin look more smooth and natural, I have to say, is the Charlotte Tilbury side, because I don't know how well the camera was showing this to you guys, but from my perspective and seeing this in person and looking at it in the viewfinder, you could just see that even though both sides looked really beautiful and just really got the job done, this one, the Charlotte Tilbury side, just looked smoother and my pores were filled in more on this side. That was the first thing that I noticed when I got a closer up look at my skin. I can definitely tell that my pores look a lot less big on this side than they do on this side. And I don't want to say a lot because it's not a lot more. The TATCHA side still did a really good job of covering my pores. I just feel like the Charlotte Tilbury side was literally like an airbrushed look, like what it says. And I can definitely see the difference in both sides. Like, I'm happier with how this side turned out for my pores more than I am for how this side turned out. As far as how they feel, so the TATCHA side feels more like lightweight. Like the TATCHA side, I feel like the consistency of the powder is more lightweight. So once applied on the skin, it feels a lot less like there's something on my skin, versus with the Charlotte Tilbury side, it still doesn't feel like I have something caked on my face, but there is a little bit more of that feeling of, yeah, I kind of have a powder on my face. But to me, that doesn't bother me and it's not a bad thing. I still love the way it looks. They both feel really amazing though to the touch. And both have like really good aspects to them that maybe the other one could use. Like for example, the smell. The TATCHA one you're absolutely gonna love because there's like pretty much no smell to it. Whereas Charlotte Tilbury, it's like, ugh, it's like dirty laundry. But it doesn't do that when it's actually on your skin. It's just when you're using the powder itself, you could smell that and it's kind of like, ugh. But as far as the way it looks, I have to say that Charlotte Tilbury is the winner to me, just because I feel like this side of my face is really just giving off more of like a perfect airbrushed kind of look. So I really love both of them, but as far as what I would personally choose for me, I always love that kind of perfect airbrushed skin kind of look, and that's kind of what I would use every day. So I feel like at the end of the day, the Charlotte Tilbury is the one that I like a little bit more and what I would probably reach for more. But I'm not saying that the TATCHA one is bad. I think it's absolutely amazing, and if you choose to pick it up, you're absolutely gonna love it because it looks really nice. Like both sides of my face look really good right now. I just know what I look for in these kinds of products, and the Charlotte Tilbury one is just giving it to me a little bit more. So that is the winner to me. But I do think TATCHA did an amazing job on their setting powder, and I feel like this paired with their liquid silk canvas, which is like my favorite pore filling primer at the moment, I feel like these two products together are going to be such a crazy duo. Like I feel like these two are gonna make your skin look very flawless. I don't regret purchasing this at all. I'm not gonna return it. I'm going to be using it until I run out of it because I genuinely really love how it's making my skin look. I'm just saying that whenever I want that more kind of flawless airbrushed look, I'm picking Charlotte Tilbury. But then again, 9 times out of 10, I'm picking Charlotte Tilbury products over everything else because it's like my favorite makeup brand. You guys let me know which side you liked better. Let me know also if you've tried both of these, what you think personally you like more, especially about the TATCHA one because it's new, so I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it. I personally love it already. So that's all I've got for you guys for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, I wanted to do a new makeup review just with a little twist, so it's not just the same old thing. I wanted to compare something new to something old and loved, so I hope you guys liked this. Like I said, make sure to comment, make sure to give this a big thumbs up for me, and please subscribe to my channel. Like I said in the beginning, if you guys love makeup, anything that has to do with makeup, then definitely subscribe. But stay tuned and I will see you guys in the next video.